What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Austria Pro, specifically the Classic Physique division. And this show was very well hyped because of these two very tall guys, very aesthetic and very classic looking guys. Fabian Meyer, who by the way could not make the weight cutoff for this past Portugal Pro, and he ended up competing in the Men's Open, where he turned a lot of heads because the man looked so damn awesome, standing between Rubiel Mosquera, Nathan Diasha, and also Bruno Santos. And the other one is Laszlo, who by the way did not do any show after last year's Texas Pro because of the feedback given to him by the judges at that show, and that was to build a better back and bring up his quads front to back. Well, the prejudging is now underway, and both these guys have to be among the most classic looking physique, not just in this show but in this entire division. And what a coincidence that both these guys are being coached by same man, Patrick Tuor. And once again he showed all of us why he is one of the best in the game, taking both of his athletes to absolute perfection. So it was actually very surprising to see Fabian Meyer looking this good, because he was bound to lose a lot of muscle, a lot of fullness, and a lot of muscularity by sucking down in order to come down to his weight cap. But the man here is looking very dry and very ripped too. So historically speaking, Fabian on paper has placed a lot higher than Laszlo, and that was top 7 back in 2022. But Laszlo is also looking to be in a league of his own. He looked pretty flat when he posted that physique update before making the weight cutoff. But his physique also started to come back meal by meal. Now on the first glance, it was pretty clear that Fabian had an advantage. And that was because of his bigger and more bubbly looking quads, especially from the front. And we all know Fabian is a very well balanced, very well proportioned bodybuilder, top to bottom, front to back. And that is again the case in this show. The man is spot on. Before you scroll or blink too hard, have you subscribed yet? Please don't make me bring out the emotional blackmail. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It's free, it's painless, and that makes me look way cooler than I actually am. Now 99% of you won't even know the name of this guy, Erik Rabe, just 25 years old, young guy from Germany, who by the way was coached by Stefan, and arguably the most shredded guy in this entire lineup today. And overall he also looked pretty damn complete and very aesthetic. And from the way the judges compare them, I think he may be the one pushing Fabian Meyer for the win here. And he definitely was more shredded from the back compared to Fabian Meyer. And that is saying something. Now shockingly, Laszlo isn't even making top 4 based on the prejudging. So Erik Rabe, he's gonna become the real star after the prejudging tonight. And more specifically after this show. Because this young kid came out of nowhere and he just shocked everyone. I mean, look at the separation in his quads even from the front. They're looking even more deeper, and his quads are just as big, if not bigger than Fabian Meyer. So the guy apparently fighting for the 3rd place here, that could be Adrian Cyronek. And I have got to be honest here, another guy whom I have never heard about. So Laszlo is maybe fighting for 4th place here, who is arguably one of the most classic looking man, if not the most classic looking physique in that entire lineup. But since the pictures and the videos, they aren't very clear at this point. So maybe we're gonna have to wait and see after the finals on what happened. But that being said, arguably one of the best classic physique lineup in the recent past. Now on a separate note, we have no idea when will these show promoters realize not to use such harsh lighting on the stage. No flashing lights in the background too. That just totally ruins the experience not just of the fans, but of the athletes too. So hopefully the IFBB will come up with some kind of standard in regards to the lighting and the backdrops. So let me know what you guys think after the prejudging. So another great star from Brazil, he punched his Olympia ticket by winning Muscle Contest Experience Pro. Now some of you guys must remember him from the pictures where he was posing alongside Terence Ruffin just a few weeks back. And this is the same guy who placed 2nd behind Levenho Pro at that Brazil show. And honestly, it's so surprising to see how deep the talent pool runs, especially in classic physique division in that part of the world. So Angelo just won his first pro show But just look at the refinement on his physique and the way he was transitioning into all of those poses. The man really knew his stuff and how to present his physique to the best of his ability. So the goal of a lifetime that has been achieved by Angelo tonight. Just stepping on the Olympia stage, that is a big privilege. And as a young guy, if he continues to build especially on his back and more thickness all over his physique so that he can have more retaper and the illusion of having a smaller waistline, he can become a great classic physique star. So as I was compiling this video, the results of this year's Austria Pro has been announced. And as expected after the prejudging, Fabian Meyer wins this show and he qualifies for the Olympia after 3 long years. Well, technically speaking, he wasn't competing. But that being said, here we have another guy who can be right in there, possibly in the first call out at the Olympia this year. So Erik Rabe came in second, a very promising young talent from Germany. Adrian Cyronic in third place. And very shockingly, Laszlo in fourth. Now I will discuss this further in a separate video. But for now, that's it from Austria Pro. Let me know what you guys think about the judging and the results. So hit the thumbs up button if you like the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.